What's good, y'all? Methodical Mind back with another video. You already know what it is. I'm gonna talk my shit, but before I talk my shit, I need y'all to like, share, comment, subscribe. Hold on, let's get into it. Before I start on this topic, I need y'all to go follow my page, my Instagram page, Methodical Mind IG. I'm put it in the description down below. Make sure you check me out to keep up with my latest videos and whatnot. But let's get right into it. So in this video, I got my notes, so I won't miss anything. So I can give y'all the best content. You know what I'm saying? So why the hood is toxic, right? So I'm gonna split this up. Why the hood is toxic and making fast money, right? So that's towards the end. I also got some books to show y'all. So stick around for that. So why the hood is toxic, right? I believe the hood is toxic just because it's a crab in the pot mentality. You know what I'm saying? You trying to get out, you trying to better yourself, and shit just pulls you down right back where you were. And that's a common theme. But the root of that, right, is envy, and envy is in every human. I don't care if you humble as fuck. It's everywhere, man. Like when babies are breastfeeding, when the father tries to take attention from the mother, the baby feels envy. So it's there before we even know it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like, and I also see around social media, I feel like I've seen these posts where people are like, oh, I want to see all my people succeed and shit like that. And that's cool, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like that shit's just not true. It's not true because I've encountered and I've experienced the opposite of that. You know what I'm saying? But just know that envy is it's in every human being, man. The best you can do to repress it is just ignore it, and try to overcome that. It's in our nature, so I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck, but I don't really pay mind to it. And also in the hood, man, like society glorifies that shit. You know what I'm saying? With artists and whatnot. Like the hottest new rapper is the one that is the most hood. It's the most damaged goods. 50 Cent talks about that in his new book. How rappers, the hottest new rappers are glorified and damaged goods just because the reputation they got or what they spit in their songs and whatnot. But it just glorifies it, man. Like a lot of white kids, in the suburbs, their fucking parents got, college degrees and shit like that. They glorify it. They want to be in the hood, but the hood isn't all that fun, because I grew up in the hood. But, I know it's like, I didn't grow up in the projects type shit, like, but it's not fun my bad. It's not fun to live in the hood. Just not like, it's not cool to see your moms and your parents and your family struggle financially. It's not cool seeing your family members going to prison and being incarcerated. It's not fun about it. People miss meals. People get shot, they die. Shit's crazy. So it's nothing to glorify by any means. A lot of people glorify it just because they want to associate the hood with their character, which wherever you're from, the projects or whatever, that should never determine your character or your destiny. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like a lot of kids nowadays believe if I'm from this set, then that's who I am, and that'll determine where I go in life. Nah, like that doesn't determine nothing about anything. You know what I'm saying? Like that's irrelevant. So next, I want to talk about making fast money, right? So when I say making fast money, I mean drug dealing. You know what I'm saying? First off, I've never drug dealed, right? But I've had many of my family members be involved in that environment and shit like that. So I know enough to speak on it for the ones wondering. So first, my first point would be kids growing up to see drug dealers having the money, the females, the power, the respect, everything. I feel like that's something that I saw, right? Because you would see these guys with the cars and everything a young man would want for himself, and that's just the part of it. Part of growing up in the hood is the ones who have money are the ones who are doing illegal shit. So that's an aspect of it. Um, but yeah, and a lot of people that I know that have drug deal don't have a choice. They have a choice to pick whether they want a drug deal or not, but they don't have a choice to pick anything else. Because they gotta support family members, they gotta support their parents or children, whatever the case may be. But a lot of people think that they're destined to do it, you know what I'm saying? And that's just not the case, because there's so much more opportunities out there. I'm going to talk about a little bit about the pharmaceutical industry after I get some points down, but yeah, stick around for that. So most drug dealers don't make it out. My my family members, some of my family members that have drug dealed or have been in that environment have made it out. Thank God. But there's a bunch of stories of just drug dealers getting shot, robbed, whole nine. But it has sacrifices, and it has consequences too, because a lot of drug dealers die, and yeah, it's fast money, but it runs a risk. You run the risk of getting shot and getting killed, or going to jail. You know what I'm saying? And how they have the drug laws nowadays, it ain't no fucking, ain't no short sentence. They giving you years. Shout out to my cousin, just got out. He was incarcerated for 2 years. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't charged on drug dealing, but he was in that environment for sure. But yeah, shout out to my boy. Also shout out to my boy Adrian. He suggested this topic, making the fast money and whatnot. Like I said, my bad, y'all. Like I said, I'm gonna put my Instagram in the description. So hit me up, DM me if you guys have any topics you guys want me to talk about. I'm also gonna do a Q&A, so stick around for that in the upcoming week or whatnot. So yeah, like all the people that I know that have been in that environment have always said it's not worth it. You know what I'm saying? And you got to be really strategic on how to get out and how to maneuver in that game, because it's very dangerous. And let's say you younger, and you're thinking about the street life and joining that type of environment. I suggest, if you really want to sell drugs, you know what I'm saying, do it legally. Because now you can do it legally. Back in the 80s and 90s and early 2000s, and even now, there's a lot of people just selling drugs and carts and weed and whatnot. But you can do it legally now. You know what I'm saying? There's dispensaries I know that hire people. But if you really want to make a career in the drug dealing business, pharmaceutical industry, man, like pharmaceutical industry, that's the new fucking crack. Like Percocets and shit like that. The opioids, man, that's a new crack. That's a new epidemic. You know what I'm saying? That's nothing to be like. I'm not trying to glorify or nothing, but that's what it is, man. And if you guys aren't gonna do it, someone else is. You know what I'm saying? But that's a good industry to get into, man. Cause hey, those are the biggest drug dealers, man. Biggest drug dealers. I don't care about none, man. Like biggest drug dealers. Besides El Chapo and Pablo Escobar and shit. But yeah, so as far as drug dealers go, I feel like it has a lot to do with business. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I read these books, just to correlate the streets with the corporate America. You know what I'm saying? So the first book I want to show y'all is The 50th Law by 50 Cent and Robert Greene. Great book. This book talks about 50 Cent transitioning into the streets, to the corporate world, how he first made his money in the rap game and shit like that. And it also talks about when he got shot And it talks about a bunch of stories in history like Sun Tzu, Niccolo Machiavelli, um, a bunch of great leaders and generals and shit like that, like Napoleon Bonaparte. But yeah, I'm gonna also link all these books in the description. So if you guys want to check these out, they're all on YouTube. They're free audiobooks, but you can also buy them. So I'll link both the Amazon links and the YouTube links. All right, the next book is 48 Laws of Power. Now, this book is infamous. This book is banned in all jails in Utah and I think California, along with some other books of Robert Greene. This one's by Robert Greene. But this book is very powerful because it just shows a lot of strategies that a lot of generals have used, and famous people and things like that. I'll give you guys some examples. The first law 1, is never outshine the master. And what that one's trying to say is that never outshine the master, in the meaning of never outdo the ones that are teaching you, right? Because that will spark their insecurities, and they'll have some passive aggression towards you, and you don't want that. You want to make them feel superior, so you're in control, right? You can control your destiny. There's a lot. There's 48 to be exact, and the 50th law, this one kind of piggybacks off it. But yeah, great book, man. Powerful, devious, evil. Some people may call it evil or whatnot, but hey, in the introduction, Robert Greene says that either you're going to protect yourself against power, or it's going to be used on you. So you pick. It's a dog eat dog world out here, and it's very cold. You know what I'm saying? Cold summer. But yeah, next book is Hustle Harder, Hustle Smarter by 50 Cent. This book just came out. It's a pretty good book. It talks about his upbringing, and it's kind of like a self-help book. All my books are self-help, and they're I don't listen to I don't read no fiction stories or nothing like that. I try to keep it real, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, those are the 3 books. Like I said, I'm gonna link them down below. If you guys want some more content like this, let me know. DM me in my Instagram or comment down below. Make sure I like, share, subscribe. Whole 9. Thank you if you made it to the end of the video. Methodical Mind, out. Peace.